So, welcome to this week's Tech Tip Tuesday. This week, we're going to talk about your kit bag. Here's mine. We all have different things in our kit bag, and I know this sounds obvious, but I still have riders turning up week to week without a helmet, without a glove, missing their pads or their shoes. So let's just go through what you're going to need in your kit bag, what you should be packing. Let's start at the obvious. Don't forget your helmet. Most important. Without your helmet, you don't race. Your race kit, race pants, and a race shirt. Make sure they're in the bag. Next, I wear pads, I wear knees, and I wear elbows. Make sure they're here, make sure they're clean. Get them in your bag. Gloves. Obviously you've got your race day pair, always carry a spare pair of gloves. You never know when it might rain, you might crash, you might tear them. Next, shoes. I wear flat shoes, you wear clip shoes. Make sure you got your clip shoes in. Put a pair of flats in for the drive home. No one likes to be a minger. Next up, waterproofs. We live in the UK, or at least I do. I make sure I've got my waterproofs. Raceproof, waterproof trousers, and a waterproof jacket. My jacket's got zip-up pockets in it, and I'll come to that in a moment. Next up, obviously I've got my waterproofs. I want my umbrella. I want to go round to the pens. I'm going to take my umbrella with me. I hang my umbrella on the pen, I collect it later. I don't get wet. Why do I have pockets in my waterproofs? I like to take a rag with me. I can dry my grips, dry my bike off, give my tyres a dry, any of that good stuff. And also I keep my gloves in my pocket to the last moment. That way I don't get wet hands. I make sure I've got my rag in there. That's that in, nicely zipped up and full. Now we go to the other end. What do I have in there? I take my race plate off, I make sure my race plate's in my bag. It doesn't get damaged in transit. I've got a spare side plate. I also have cable ties, you never know. And everybody's always on the blag for a cable tie, so you can sell them. I stick an old towel in there too. Might want to dry something, might want to clean something. A tube, never go anywhere without a tube. Because I'm always extra cautious, I've got a couple of ponchos in there. A multi-tool and a couple of tyre levers. Don't leave home without them. So that's the main bulk of your bag, and here's the piece de resistance. Something to go home in. A spare pair of clean socks, a hoodie and some joggers. Don't be the rider travelling about in their race kit. You stink and you look like a minger. Get changed after racing. So that's all the stuff I have up in my kit bag every time. Make sure it's packed the night before and I'm ready to rock and roll.